Right, guys.
This is our venue for the podcast. You people can see the sun is setting.
The trees are there.
The nature is there.
The trees.
I'm here to take the podcast with Gauri Fagan. Yeah, Fagan.
Yes, here we are, and
Boom.
with Mr. Batra, everything is superpower.
Yeah. So we have set up a great Sunday today, and it's a great evening here in the Shillong. And guys, we're gonna live today in sometime in a minute or two. So we wanted to have a podcast, something more in a kind of natural way instead of doing in the closed cubes, setting the same standards. And then we had a thought, let's go into the nature and do that kind of podcast.
Look at the sky.
I want to know how you're feeling about this podcast. Can you share your experience?
It's gonna be good one. It's gonna be full of fun with Mr. Batra. Everything is fun because
Yeah.
he's high on life.
I'm high on life. No, I'm high on life and I'm high on light. Yeah, said well. We are starting podcast with one of the indie artists from India, and here we go.
Yeah, here we go, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Ask me the
Gauri.
questions you wanna ask me.
Bombard you with my questions. No. All right. What inspires your art, Gauri? That any artist coming into your mind that
Influences your work most.
Who inspires you the most to choose this career path?
I don't know, man. Like there are like just so many artists there, right? And every day, like we just kind of listen to different artists. But yeah, Jerry Garcia, Roger Waters are two of the artists that I love a lot, and they really inspire me because their music is something different. Their lyrics, musically wise, like speaking about everything. To be honest, it's like really good. So they definitely inspire me a lot.
who is Gauri? I want to know about this word. Gauri Fagan.
Fagan.
What do you say to your second name, last name? Fagan or it's Fagan? Can you pronounce that?
I mean, like I've been called so many different names. Pronunciation of the name was like really different, but just call it what you want. You know.
Okay, I want to know who really she is. You want to like throw your attention towards. I want to know like what kind of human being you want to portray that through this podcast.
I don't know, man. People have their perceptions of like the other people, and we all are just kind of, seeing ourselves in everyone. So I guess let's keep it simpler, and Gauri is just Gauri, whatever that you're choosing to see her as.
I wanted to know that while writing songs, lyrics, any creative blocks you faced in your career till now.
Lot of blocks and stuff. Sometimes you don't know like what you want to write or something, and I don't really like forcing the process of writing because it's something that comes out naturally whenever you're ready and whenever just spending time with yourself and your instrument or whatever. So about the other blocks, which is in terms of theory.
Okay.
I sometimes feel like I'm like just stuck in like the chord progression, not being able to understand like how does the sound work and stuff. So it just kind of gets me off the grid sometimes. So far so good, like no complaints. Everything is just taking its time and unfolding at the right time, I guess.
So what do you do when you encounter such kind of situation? Like taking breaks, going nature?
Yes, you got it right.
Yeah.
I love nature a lot. For me, it's my God. It's the creator of everything. Nature is like my mother and father, so definitely they help me a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone in the nature.
Yeah, nature helps. I believe it helps us all. Whoever is like want to take help, and this is the like he's the creator. What exactly do you believe the purpose of the word Gauri on this planet Earth?
The purpose of Gauri on planet Earth is that just breathe, don't take life too seriously,
Okay.
and get rid of the attachments that you have made since you were a kid,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and just do what you love doing, which is music. Music! Even though it's horrible, even though you don't like yourself or your voice,
Yeah.
and whatever it is, or become a Bharatiya Beyonce.
Can you throw your light on this last word? From where did you encounter this Bharti Beyonce?
Okay, so Bharatiya Beyonce is like Mr. Batra's video. He's singing the song called Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your purpose, third point was to get rid of the toxic attachments, right? Or from the childhood.
Not toxic attachments, just
From-
like overall all attachments.
All right. And it could be like, okay, got it. And can you throw your light on the second point which you mentioned?
What is that? I forgot already, I'm sorry.
I'm also lost. Okay, let's forget it. So this is kind of like questions coming from the universe. It's kind of like paradox that I want you to know more. Is she writing the lyrics or are lyrics are writing her past?
I genuinely don't want to answer that question, because so far I've been thinking that maybe everything is predestined, or maybe not. We have our free choices and free wills to create whatever future that we want to create. But I don't really want to talk about it, because like it's like I don't know if
What-
lyrics are writing me or I'm writing lyrics, and like through the lyrics
Okay.
the past.
Okay, you
But-
don't have the question answer to this question. Right?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know is the answer to that question.
Okay. Makes sense. Maybe it's
Like
a,
you
it's a
know
kind of-
how far do we want to go?
it's-
Like
it's-
this
it's a
like
kind-
never
it's-
ending
it's
loop,
a kind
right?
of paradox, chicken or egg.
It's a like really big paradox.
Many of us are like restricted to the path of typical path of this set it up by the society, and we have to follow. When you grow up, when you become more accountable, responsible, there comes a more responsibilities. You left with the few choices at that time, and then the taking the convention path makes sense to many of us. And I'm coming to my next question. So what problems you faced as a solo artist?
From financing to finding the producer and the one that your vibration can match with, shooting the video, editing the stuff. It's like multitasking. You're not just doing one thing, you're juggling with multiple balls in your hands, and it's really important to have a team at some point. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm quite free. I'm unemployed. I'm not working. It's not too much at a time because I have time and I'm making time. And
Yeah.
my whole time is for like this thing at the moment. So
Yeah.
no complaints.
I can feel this line because I am employed and I know.
Yes. Like when I was doing the job and stuff, that time like literally music wasn't really my priority. I was having financial support, a nice package in my account every month. Why would I give a damn about music, right?
I want to know more about the deep blue ocean.
The thing that I don't like about it is my vocals, of course. I mean, like, it's never enough. It's never enough. No matter how many takes you take, it's like at some point you just feel like, it's not sounding well.
Okay.
And the things I like about it, like all the things, like from the guitar solo to the overall production that like my amazing friends have made, the mixing and mastering, everything is super good. Lyrics are good too. I wouldn't like say lyrics are like, I love the lyrics. So that's that about Deep Blue Ocean. It's like deep, deep, deep song.
Why do you like this title should I give to the song? Deep blue ocean only. Like it was Like the melody came in your brain or something happened? Inspired you?
Yeah, I was half asleep, and usually that's where your ideas are born because you're subconsciously conscious and you have like different things and stuff going on in your brain which is more creative. So that's when you will say deep blue ocean, one thing we both have in common. That played and I was like, I recorded it. I was very sleepy and lazy, but I still did.
Okay, the final question of this podcast I'm throwing to Gauri Faigan. How do you feel? It's like a bit kind of dark question, I'll say, or don't take it like otherwise, because I want to know about your thought. How do you feel when people interpret your lyrics otherwise? When you were telling me last time about your song that you were singing, Charger or Charger.
Yeah.
So I want to know, how do you feel about that? It's like,
I don't know. I mean, like even me myself at times find it confusing. Like what is exactly that I'm writing about? Because it's I don't know. It's very vast concept, or maybe thing that like no one would give a damn about. If like you just have to look at the lyrics as like very bigger, in a bigger perspective, or just in a like smaller perspective. It's like it can't be both. So people, of course, like as I said, like we all are seeking our experiences and events in each other. We all are just like finding ourselves in the others. So depends like where do people want to take it, and like how do they want to use it for their own self-expansion or whatever. It's just everyone's own personal kind of thing that they can deal with.
it's like kind of interpretation. All right, so this is our
First podcast and it went super well.
yeah. Please feel free to subscribe, share, like, and shower your love and blessing to Gauri Faigan. Thank you.
Faigan.
Yeah, Faigan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Deep blue ocean,
One thing we both have in
common.
your depth is as deep as the universe that's hidden inside me. Deep
blue ocean, one thing we both have in common. All right, thank you guys. Fucked up my thought process.
The blue ocean.
Deep blue ocean.
The blue ocean. It's
Deep
out
blue
now.
ocean. All right.